interviewed Justin, it was clear that he had the attributes that you would want of a great young scientist. He had a great training, he was very thoughtful, a dynamic individual, but I think the thing that really tipped me over towards Justin was his warm personality.
What attracted me to do what I'm doing today was a couple of things. First, my high school biology teacher was a major inspiration for me, but also at that time I just happened to pick up a copy of Jurassic Park, and in that book they basically take some DNA from a dinosaur locked in a mosquito and they essentially reprogram it by putting it into an egg that makes it become an entire organism. And I thought that was just one of the neatest things you could do. Of course, it was science fiction, but it turns out that the things we do today are very similar to that. We learned how to take skin cells from people and turn them into the motor nerve cells that are lost in ALS patients. The material that we are able to obtain is incredibly valuable because it essentially holds the secret to understanding why patients have ALS. And we store them in a liquid nitrogen container that can preserve their viability for years. What I think is important about what we do is that we're, for the first time, able to understand what is different about an ALS patient's motor neurons from anybody else's, why they degenerate, why they're lost in the disease, and we've been able to test many, many possible drugs and small molecules that can become drugs for the ability to reverse those changes.
I frequently walk past Justin's office and see him with his students and postdoctoral fellows, and he clearly takes a very keen interest in what everybody's doing. I can see them poring over the data, I can see him smiling, I can see him advising on how to do these experiments, how to improve, how to encourage and nurture those people. It's just so important for how the whole progress of the lab develops.
The Golden West chapter of the ALS Association has been a great force and partner. Our next step is to really take some of these things that we've identified in the laboratory and test them in patients, and I think the ALS Association is going to play a big role in that. Last year, USC was fortunate enough to host the California ALS Research Summit on campus here at the medical school, and we were able to get ALS researchers from around California to come in and spend 2 days here at USC discussing the latest science. Down the road, I would hope that as a lab that we've made some progress. We've really done something that has helped patients with ALS. That's really my ultimate goal there. Whether it's a cure or something that really extends their life or improves their life, that's what we would hope to accomplish.